Hello, it is I, mpknife, and welcome back to the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Another recorded episode, not streamed live, on twitch.tv/AitsMP. Because the internet won't allow it, I guess. I don't fucking know. Anyways, we ended the killing game came back. A lot of stuff happened. Hiriko's dead. Rip. She died again. Also, you might, those of you with a keen eye may notice that I spent all my points. And that is because I spent it all. I went back in time and upgraded some of my stuff. I upgraded everyone. I could not upgrade Moko because I had to go back to the first 100 days to put the upgrades in, and she's never part of the party. I also didn't do Hiriko because I went to like day 62 maybe. And she's long dead by then, and she's dead now, so I don't think I'm missing too much, and she already has upgraded skills, so I'm not that worried about it. But anyway, this is our only two friends in the world. Everyone else fucking hates us. We ended the game, it's back, and now we have to find a way to deal with it. And here we go. The day after the sponsor came back to life, Yugamu, Tsubasa, and I got together for another meeting of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. The way I see it, we've got two options open to us. Continue playing the game, or kill the sponsor to end it. What, again? Is that even possible? That's something we can discuss if we choose that option. Right now, we've got to decide on what direction we're going to take. I say we, but really, it's up to you, Takumi. Huh? You want me to decide? You are the Alliance's leader. That's what Hiriko said, remember? Come to think of it, she did give me that job, didn't she? She might even have given me the position because she knew she was going to die. Is that why? Did she think I could hold the Alliance together, even after she was gone? Are you sure you want someone like me as your leader? I don't really have any skills or talents. Nah, dude, it's gotta be you. You've got the courage and resolve we need to get us through this. I'd like you to be leader too, Takumi. I just know if anything happens, you'll come to my rescue. It's reassuring to have someone like that in charge. You guys... Honestly, I think this might be too much for me. But if these two are willing to put their faith in me, I can't let them down. Alright, I'll accept the position as leader. Might not have very much going for me, but I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. That's the spirit? Okay then, oh great and powerful leader. Tell us where our alliance is going to go from here. Do we continue to participate in the invader hunt? Or do we try to kill off the sponsor? Continue to hunt or kill the sponsor? Obviously taking part in this game is out of the question. I won't stand by and watch another of my friends die at the end of every round. If we lose any more than this, it's going to be hard to get through our defensive battles too. But the only way to stop the game is by killing the sponsor. And I'm not sure if that's even possible anymore. Now that they've come back from the dead, they feel more untouchable than ever. How are we supposed to beat someone with multiple bodies? Even if we came up with something, how would we know if we got them all? If playing the game and killing the sponsor are both equally impossible, then... Neither. I'm choosing the third option. The third? We run. We leave this place in the killing game behind. After all, we know where the escape pod is. We can find a way to activate it early. We can all go back to the artificial satellite. The sponsor and their bees are powerful, but there's no way they can follow us all the way into space. Takumi, what are you talking about? We went over this already. The escape pod is out of commission. Out of commission? You mean we can't use it at all? Since when? Tsubasa, remember when Takumi hit his head that time? Oh, so you forgot about that too, huh? In that case, it'll be easier to just show you again. Come on, let's go to the hangar. Tsubasa led us to the storeroom underneath the gym. And there I saw... every inch of the escape pod's surface was riddled with holes. What happened here? Did it get shot up by a machine gun or something? Whoa, exact same reaction as last time. You really did lose your memory, didn't you? Never mind, Dad. Tell me what's going on here. Who did this? It's less of a who and more of a what. You can't really blame anyone except the bacteria. Bacteria? As in microscopic life forms? But the pod's not organic. How could they destroy solid metal? Let me explain. The corrosion's been caused by something called particle bacteria. It erodes matter on a molecular level, so it's invisible to the naked eye until the damage starts to show. The bacteria eats away at metal to grow stronger. Actually, I'm not sure if eat is the right word. Technically, it's more like the energy released during the oxidation process allows its cells to reproduce. Don't be fooled by the bacteria part of the name. It's not really alive, just a chemical substance. That said, we're talking about something that randomly occurs in quantum-level space, so there's not a lot we know about it. Is there any chance of repairing the pod? Not the way it is now. I'd have to get rid of the particle bacteria first. Is that possible? Tsubasa took out a photograph and showed it to me. Yeah, but I'll need some of this. QB liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. I have no idea where to find it, though. What about the biolab? I looked in there already. This is rare stuff. I don't think there's a single vial of it in the whole school. At this point, the only thing we can do is search around in the ruins outside and hope for the best. So we're looking for a rare material while also trying not to fall behind in the rankings. I have a feeling that's not going to be easy. We'll have to repair the pod eventually, but activating it and getting out of here early does seem almost impossible. You get the position we're in now? Using this to escape the game just isn't feasible. We'll need to go with a different strategy. So we're back to the first two choices I offered you. Play the game or kill the sponsor. What's it gonna be? Those are my two choices, huh? Taking everything I know into account, though. Sorry, I still think the third choice is the best option. We'll find a way to repair the pod and use it to escape from the game. You sure? We just went through how doing that's so hard it's practically impossible. We're going to face steep odds no matter what we do. I'd rather take a chance in a path I believe in. Step 1 is to find the QB liquid, destroy the particle bacteria, and repair the damage. After that, we focus on finding a way to activate the pod early. Once that's done, we get everyone on board and get out of here, back to the artificial satellite. Prioritize escaping to safety. That's what you're going with, Takumi? Well, I did say I'd respect our leader's decision. That cool with you too, Tsubasa? Sure, if that's what you want, Takumi, I'm fine with it. I've already made up my mind to stand by you to the very end. After the way I treated you before, I want to make up for that and be as supportive as I can now. Tsubasa. Heart gave a little leap. Those two were putting so much faith in me and made me feel like I could make it through any ordeal. Tsubasa, are you sure you're okay to work with us? Aren't you technically still on Nozomi's team with the other girls? It's fine. I've decided to officially leave that team. I feel bad for them losing a fighter, but you guys are way more important to me. Way more important. When I heard that, I almost broke down into tears. Even an outcast like me has people who consider him important. So long as I remember that, there's nothing I can't do. I know we'll make it back to the satellite together. Alright guys, let's fix this escape pod. We're all going home, and we're going back alive. We had our goal. Now we just had to start making it a reality. The first order of business was going out to try to find some QB liquid. Out beyond the school, we explored the ruins of what had once been stores, ransacking the shelves for anything that looked like what we needed. Of course, we should have known better than to think we'd find something that rare that easily. Man, I feel like I'm lispy right now for some reason. I'm gonna drink some lemonade. I don't know if it helps. Who knows? Who cares? Before we know it, the sky had turned the dark orange of sunset. Ew. The sun's going down. We should probably call it a day soon. It's not dark yet. Let's keep going a little longer. Overdoing it's not going to help anyone, Takumi. This search could take a while. We need to conserve our strength. And don't forget, tomorrow's the last day of the first round. You never know what might happen when things get right down to the wire. We need to be ready to deal with any kind of unexpected conflicts. Oh, right. It is tomorrow, isn't it? Based on our current standings, no one from our team was in any real danger of being executed. But it made sense to be careful all the same. Alright, let's head back for today. In the interest of staying fresh for tomorrow, we returned to the school and went straight to bed. Time passed, and eventually, the final day of the Invader Hunt's first round arrived. Wait, who is at the bottom?
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 35th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your life.
Alright. Here it is, the end of round 1. Whoever's at the bottom of the rankings at midnight will be executed by the sponsor. Last time I checked, Shoma was in last place. I wonder what's going through his mind now that he's facing death. What is he feeling? Maybe I'll go check on him while there's still time. Oh, Takumi, good morning. Excuse me? Controller? Morning, Shoma. Sorry to call on you so early. It's fine. I don't mind. Are you feeling alright? Spending too much time breathing the same air as me will probably spoil the rest of your day, you know. His self-esteem is just as low as ever, but he doesn't seem scared. Shoma, how can you be so calm? Today's the last day of this round of the game. You're at the bottom of the rankings. If you don't earn some points quick, then... I know. But it's okay. I've decided to accept my death as gracefully as I can. You're just going to accept it? Don't you want to survive? Of course. Well, I did it first anyway. I wanted to make it out of here someday and see Leo again. But I changed my mind. Another person shouldn't have to die just to keep a piece of human trash like me alive a little longer. That's it? You're okay with being killed in this messed up game we're being forced to play? No, I hate that it has to be this way. But that's all the more reason for me not to struggle against the inevitable. What do you mean? If I stay where I am in last place, no one else will have to worry about dying. The sponsor wants to see us panic and turn on each other, but that's not going to happen. I may not be able to defeat the sponsor, but I can at least disappoint them. I'm going to consider that a win.
I'll end my life with my one and only victory. That's good enough for me.
Shoma. Seeing Shoma smile in the face of certain death brought tears to my eyes. All this time we'd been so focused on our own survival, and here he was, willing to give his life to save the rest of us. That had to take a tremendous amount of inner strength, and kindness too. Actually, since you're here, do you think I could ask you for one last favor? A favor? Can you take over looking after Ava for me? She needs someone to bring her food and clean her cage and talk to her so she won't get lonely. The fact that I'll be leaving her alone here is the only one thing that still bothers me. I just want her to be happy. Ever since I refused to give Ava her mask back, we hadn't exactly been on great terms. But if this was Shoma's last request, I owed it to him to try. I nodded firmly. Sure, you can leave Ava to me. I'll do whatever I can to protect her from harm and misfortune. I promise. Thank you, that's such a relief. Now I really do have no regrets. Spent the whole of that day with Shoma. He told me about Ava's favorite foods, and regaled me with stories about him and Leo back in the residential complex. We passed the time chatting aimlessly, even after the sun went down. But then, on the stroke of midnight... Hunters of the Special Defense Unit, gather in the schoolyard immediately. The closing ceremony for the first round is upon us. We're called to the schoolyard by the announcement. There, we were all forced to watch Shoma's execution. Shoma Ginzaki. Alas, his refusal to compete seriously made the end of this first round quite the anticlimax. The final struggle to stay out of last place is usually one of the most exciting parts of the game. I hope we'll have no cowards in the next round. I encourage you to put all your energy into the hunt from now on. You don't want to end up like him, do you? Shoma was just a shriveled up corpse now. He looked so small, like some kind of grotesque figurine. Damn it. Sorry I couldn't save you, Shoma. I'm sorry, Shoma. Middling in flavor, yet ample in nutrients. Thanks to his contribution, we've become stronger still. The more cryptoglobin a sponsor absorbs, the more powerful they get. I can feel it from here. When does the second round start anyway? I'm guessing we're not going to dive into it right from tomorrow. You can relax on that count. I will grant all of you a week's respite from surviving the first round. The second round will begin on day 43. Use that time to rest, recuperate, and prepare for the next hunt. It's not very long, but at least we get some time off. Not like we could take it easy, though. We gotta use that time to get stronger and survive the next round, too.
Hey!
Ima, Kako, as of right now, you guys are at boot camp! We're going out to the mountains to train! Oh, great. Never been any good at this sporty jock stuff. Week off. Will we be able to find the QB liquid and get out of here in that time? I hereby call the first round of the invader hunt to a close. I'll leave the task of getting rid of this filthy corpse to you. We dug a grave for Shoma in the schoolyard and buried his body.
Thank you, Shoma. You saved us all. I won't forget what you've done for us. I promise.
Words of gratitude came spilling out of my mouth. Thanks to Shoma's sacrifice, the rest of us didn't have to struggle to stay out of last place. The sponsor was wrong. Shoma wasn't a coward. He was the only one of us who'd had the strength to put others first.
I won't let your sacrifice be in vain.
Another friend dead, thanks to the invader hunt. This can't be allowed to continue. We're finding that liquid and repairing the escape pod. We'll find a way to get it working. Then we're getting everyone on board and getting out of here. Back home. Back to the artificial satellite.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 36th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend a... Be ready to give your life...
Day 36. This is the start of our week's break from the invader hunt. Of course, that doesn't mean we're going to be sitting around doing nothing. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance is going to be giving their all searching for the QB liquid we need to repair the escape pod. Oh, and there's something else. Ava. I did promise Shoma I'd take care of her. It's been awkward between us ever since I made her cry that one time. But this is what Shoma wanted. I have to honor his last request. I made my way to the courtyard, determined to patch things up with our prisoner. I see. So Shoma's dead. Ava's face fell when I told her what had happened. He was such a timid boy, and a little strange, but I liked him. He was kind, even to a prisoner like me.
Huh?
Leaving you behind was his only regret. He said he wanted you to be happy.
Huh?
He really was a great guy. No matter how bad things looked for him, he was always thinking of others. And now it is my turn to carry on that legacy.
Huh?
Hey Ava, I'm sorry I broke my promise to return your mask. Do you think you can find it in your heart to forgive me? Shoma asked me to take care of you in his place after he was gone.
Ah.
I know you probably won't like seeing me every day from now on, but... No, I don't mind. In fact, I've wanted to apologize to you for a while now. I'm sorry about last time. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did. That mask is just so important to me. It's easy for me to get carried away. Ava bowed her head in apology. Unlike our last conversation, she was clearly thinking a lot more calmly and rationally now. Or maybe calm wasn't the word. Maybe it was more like resignation. Her face was eerily still, almost devoid of emotion. I didn't have it in me to act like the situation was any better than it was either. The mood began to stagnate. If you're that concerned about having your face exposed, I can get you a hat or something. No, that wouldn't work. I decided never to cover my face with anything other than that mask. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't realize it was such a specific belief. Without that mask, I'm nothing. I can't stay calm, I can't gather my courage. You're really attached to it, huh? Is it like a source of support for you? Of course it is. That mask. It's the only of its kind in all the world. My daughter made it especially for me. Your daughter? You have a kid? Do I look too young to be a mother? Technically, it was my brother's wife who gave birth to her. But after her parents died, I took her in. Even if we're only tangentially related by blood, she is my one and only daughter. It was a shocking revelation. Ava, a mother? There was more to it than that. Something here didn't add up. Invaders were creatures created by the Earth itself to help bring about world death. That was what we'd been told. Had we been wrong this whole time? Did the invaders actually have their own lives outside of world death? It would be easy enough to get the truth. All I had to do was ask Ava, what are you? I forced myself to hold the question back. What mattered right now was finding the QB liquid and fixing the escape pod. If we let the true nature of the invaders distract us, we'd never get any of that done.
Oh, Commune. I miss you so much.
Ava muttered that last sentence under her breath, staring up at the sky through the bars of her cage. Commune. That must be her daughter's name. After that, I met up with Yugamu and Tsubasa, and we set out for the day. Outside the school, we began our search for the QB liquid with renewed vigor. We'd pinned down a potential location on a map we found in the library beforehand, and soon found ourselves sifting through rubble in an old pharmaceutical facility. We had nothing to show for our hard work that day. The only thing we'd found in the ruins was regular junk. Finding what we needed wouldn't be easy. There were bound to be days when we walked away disappointed, just like this one. The next day, we focused on old pharmacies and construction sites in residential areas. Once again, we found nothing but junk and had to return to the school empty-handed. The day after that, we searched the ruins of every house we could find from corner to corner. We failed to find what we were looking for, and before we knew it, the sun was going down. On day 39, we made our way to the ruins of an old dockyard. We searched all day, but didn't find anything that looked like it could be QB liquid.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 40th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day. Be ready to give...
Day 40 already. There's only 3 days of our break left, including today. I wanted to find a QB liquid before the start of the second round, but at this rate, I don't think that's going to happen. We just don't have enough people to cover all this ground. Let's face it, the chances of the three of us stumbling on something that rare were always pretty slim. What am I saying? It's not over yet. Gave my cheeks a light slap to chase those negative thoughts away. We'll find that liquid. We have to. I tried to reassure myself as I set out for another day's searching. Just as I was leaving my room, someone called out to me. But it wasn't Yugamo or Tsubasa.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi!
Huh?
Huh? Moko? Kiyoshika too? What are these two doing right outside my room? We were thinking of starting a new segment! Kind of a Mojiro Knows Best! Morning edition! A what? What exactly does that mean? Basically, we want to have breakfast with you!
Hey!
You haven't been to the cafeteria in a while, so it might be nice for us to eat together and maybe catch up on stuff, you know? Something was weird. Despite Moko's cheerful demeanor, Kiyoshika was still just as silent and sullen as ever. When you say catch up on stuff, what kind of stuff are you talking about? Oh, you know, just anything that pops into our heads. I'm sure we can think of something. Like the state of pro wrestling in a TRC, our favorites for the next championships, the latest backstage gossip. Or hey, maybe even the physical condition of the other members of the Special Defense Unit? Okay, this is more than a little weird now. Why would I talk about how the others are doing with these two? We're not even on the same team right now. This was a bad idea, Lady Moko. We shouldn't involve Sir Takumi in this. He is the Grim Reaper, after all. Asking him for help will only make things worse. And if anything bad were to befall Lady Nozomi, Nozomi? Wait, what does this have to do with her? Is she okay? Did something happen to her? Why would you think that? Gosh, Takumi, that's some imagination you've got. But Kiyoshika literally just said, whoops, sorry Takumi, looks like our time's up. We gotta get out of here and head to the next segment. Until next time, Bayonara! Angie reference? Let's go. Moko hoisted Kiyoshika up like a sack of potatoes and hurried away. Nozomi. I'd go after them, asking what's wrong with her. But the way they are now, I don't think they'd tell me anything. You know what it is, you dipshit. It's fucking rejection something. Okay, whatever. Yugamo, Tsubasa, and I set out for another day of searching for QB liquid. But my heart wasn't in it. I was too distracted by the idea that Nozomi might need my help. Needless to say, we didn't find what we were looking for that day either.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 41st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend... Be ready to give your...
And now it's day 41. Things were beginning to feel pretty hopeless. I only had today and tomorrow left until the next round of the invader hunt began. If it comes down to it, can we keep looking for the QB liquid, while also earning enough points to stay in the game? Oh great, a visitor. That's all I need. It was Moko. It seemed like she'd come to continue our conversation from yesterday, although she didn't have Kiyoshika with her this time. Hey Moko, what was all that about yesterday? You were acting really weird. If there's something you want from me, just come right out and say it.
Hey!
Okay, well, how'd you like to hire me, Takumi? Hire you? For what? Where's this coming from? You might not think it by looking at me, but I've got other talents besides my strength. I can handle any kind of job you want. Manual labor's a given, but I can cook too. And I'd make a great bodyguard when you're going anywhere dangerous. I'm there for you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Moko Mojiro, every home should have one. Pretty awesome value, don't you think? I have no idea what she's talking about anymore. Why do I have to get saddled with this bizarre sales pitch first thing in the morning? All I'm saying is, I'll work real hard for you, Takumi. I'll do anything you want, so in return for that...
Won't you do something to save my dear friend?
Your dear friend? Wait, are you talking about Nozomi? She did want my help with Nozomi yesterday. I knew it. What happened to Nozomi, Moko? That's the thing. I don't really know what's wrong with her. She suddenly collapsed 3 days ago, and she's been getting worse and worse ever since. This morning, it was hurting her just to breathe. At this rate, I'm worried she might die. Nozomi can't use the Revive-O-Matic. If she dies, she's gone forever. I don't know what caused this, so I have no idea what to do about it. It doesn't seem like a regular cold, so I've got to wonder if it's some kind of disease she already had in her. I really need any help I can get here. That's why I came to you. You're from the future, so I figured you might know something about Nozomi that I don't. Now it makes sense. That's what you were trying to ask me yesterday? Yeah, please, Takumi, save Nozomi. I know I've got some nerve asking you for help after the way we've all treated you. But you're her only hope. I'm begging you, save her life and I'll dedicate mine to you. Tears streaming down her face, Moko got down on her knees and bowed her head in supplication. Moko, come on, you don't have to do that. Of course I'll help. All you have to do is ask. If Nozomi's suffering, I can't just stand by and let it happen. I want to do something about it. That's what friends are for. Thank you, Takumi. Thank you so much! I gave Moko a tissue to dry her eyes, not to mention her nose. Once she's calmed down a little, I got her to tell me more about Nozomi's condition. Based on what you've told me, I might know what the problem is. Sounded a lot like what happened to Nozomi in my first timeline. Unhealthy pallor, fever, labored breathing. I'd seen her suffer like that before. It could only mean one thing. I think Nozomi is probably going through rejection symptoms from her cryptoglobin. It's not very compatible with her body, so it flares up and gives her a bad fever sometimes. So her body's turning against her? Kind of like with steroid abuse? Does that mean this could happen to the rest of us too? No, this isn't a Nozomi only thing. It's because she's not an official member of the Special Defense Unit. Official? What do you mean by that? Well, Nozomi's different from us. I told Moko the truth about how Nozomi got here. How she snuck in and joined this war of her own free will. Basically, the whole story that I'd heard from Nozomi herself last time. Her mother was a researcher working at Kamakura General Hospital, where she was involved in a project to save humanity. Specifically, that project involved transfusing cryptoglobin into human host. Nozomi had offered herself as a research subject to help make that project a success. But something went wrong and the cryptoglobin didn't bond with her the way they'd expected. Nevertheless, they continued with their research. The project was eventually shut down by the higher-ups, and Nozomi's mother was so heartbroken that she took her own life. After that, Nozomi snuck into Kamakura again and again, trying to figure out the truth behind why the project had ended. Eventually, she found it. The people in charge were building a special squad of youths with the power of cryptoglobin. In other words, the Special Defense Unit. Her investigations led her deeper into the heart of the hospital. And in a room packed with strange capsule-like machines, she found us. Realizing that we were the Special Defense Unit she'd heard about, she got inside a pod herself. When we were sent here to the planet's surface, she came as well, ending up at second-to-last Defense Academy. To put it simply, Nozomi was never meant to be here. Her mom's experiments on her were deemed failures. In spite of that, she's been fighting so hard all this time. Because it's only natural that it would take its toll on her body sooner or later. That Nozomi, I can't believe she never told me any of this. Does she really think I'd care if she's not an official member of the team? She's my friend, I'd love her no matter what! Yeah, I knew none of that would matter to you. That was why I'd felt comfortable sharing this information. If anyone could be trusted with Nozomi's secret, it was Moko. So, Takumi, how do we stop these symptom thingies? If there's some kind of medical herb that'll help, I'll run out and get some right now. No, there's only one thing that will help Nozomi now, and that's cryptoglobin. It's got Cannibalistic qualities. A lot of this is going over my head, but that's basically what we need to save her, right? Cryptoglobin, Cryptoglobin. Well, the best way to get more is by defeating a commander. Okay, that settles it. I'm gonna go find a commander and lay a beatdown on him. I'll bring him back alive so Nozomi can... Wait, Mocha, we already have some Cryptoglobin right here. Huh? We do? Yeah, I got some at the end of the battle on day 33, remember? Handed Mocha the prize the sponsor had given me for being in the top 3 in the rankings. Inject this into Nozomi, and her symptoms will settle down. I'm sure of it. The Cryptoglobin in the vial looked the same as it did the night I got it. It still had its power. Are you sure you're okay with just giving away your prize? It's a small price to pay if it'll save Nozomi's life. Go on, take it. Thank you, Takumi. I don't know how I could ever make this up to you. Don't sweat it. I'm just doing what everyone else would do. Anyone else would do. Takumi, you really are a great guy. Okay, I'll take it. Thanks again. I'll go to Nozomi's room and give it to her right now. Moko bowed her head one last time and rushed off to deliver the life-saving vial. Get better soon, Nozomi. Can't just sit around and worry all day. I still have things I need to do. If we don't find that QB liquid soon. Met up with Yugama and Tsubasa and we began our search for today. We searched and we searched. But just like before, we failed to find any QB liquid. Our respite from the killing game was almost over, and we had nothing to show for it.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 42nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare, be ready to give your...
Day 42 already. This was the last day of our week off. Tomorrow, the invader hunt will begin again. The 3 of us would have to balance our search for the QB liquid, with earning points to stay in the game, if that was even possible. Is that Moko? She's probably come to tell me how Nozomi's doing. Hurried to the door and opened it. Standing there was... Good morning, Takumi. Oh, is that so?
Huh?
Nozomi, you're alright? Yep. I feel better than ever thanks to the Cryptoglobin you gave me. I wouldn't have pulled through if it wasn't for you. I just had to come here and thank you in person. There's no need for that. All I did was pass on something I didn't need myself. But since you're here, I should probably apologize. Huh? For what? Told Moko your secret. About your past.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I know it wasn't my place to do that. But when I heard you were sick, I couldn't help myself. Don't worry about it. You decided that was what you needed to do to save me, right? Well, I'm back to normal now, so I'd say you made the right choice.
Huh?
Nozomi. Moko came and gave me a big hug this morning, and she told me, I don't care where you're from or who you were before this. Official, unofficial, it's all the same to me. Because right here and now, you're my friend and I love you. Nothing's going to change that. I was so happy I burst into tears. Knowing that people accept me for who I am, it's so wonderful. Nozomi's smile was so pure, so radiant. I felt myself getting a little emotional too. Really can't deny that I... By the way, Moko is really grateful too. She's trying to think of the perfect way to pay you back, as she put it. Even Kiyoshika wanted to thank you. Here, take this. Nozomi handed me an old-fashioned envelope with a letter of thanks written on it. Kiyoshika wrote this? For me? I thought for sure she still hated me. My hands were trembling as I gently opened the envelope and read what was inside. Sir Takumi, I offer you my most sincere thanks for saving Lady Nozomi's life. Truly, I owe you a debt of gratitude that I may never be able to repay. I wish I could be there to tell you this in person, but I feel too ashamed of my past treatment of you to do so. Though I cannot undo the events of the past, I offer myself at your complete disposal, that we may create a better future together. I remain, sir, your humble servant, Kiyoshika Magadori. She told me she was willing to do anything to earn your forgiveness. Her exact words were, I will dedicate myself to Sir Takumi's service. Service? Seriously? It's not like I'm some kind of feudal warlord. She is serious, I know, because I feel the same way. Huh? Wait, does she mean what I think she means? Say, Takumi.
Would it be alright if the three of us joined your team?
Obviously, I would have welcomed Nozomi with open arms. But this wasn't a decision I could make on my own. I tracked down Yugamu and Tsubasa, and once we discussed the matter... Nozomi, Moko, Kiyoshika, welcome to the team. We are so stoked to have you girls on our side. I'd be glad to be on the same team as you again, too. Sorry I left the last one so suddenly. The others approved the new additions to our team without a second thought. If you don't mind me asking, what brought on this sudden change of heart? Was it just out of gratitude to Takumi for saving Nozomi? Or is there more to it than that? We realized it was going to be hard for just the three of us to survive from here on, especially with my condition. And we figured if we're gonna have to sell our services to anyone, we wanted it to be Takumi. Sir Takumi, you are so magnanimous, accepting a lowly wretch like me. Oh, okay. That makes sense. We could definitely use some extra members too, so it sounds like a good deal for all of us. Just remember, Takumi's the leader. He's the one calling the shots. We need you to follow his orders, or this team will fall apart when things start to get tough. You think you can do that? Absolutely! Book our matches however you want, Takumi! Glad we understand each other. Now that that's settled, once again, welcome to the team. Takumi, how about you tell our new members what we're all about here? Okay. It was finally time to tell the girls the truth about our team. The name told them a lot already. We were the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. However, we'd actually given up on fighting the sponsor directly. Our current plan was to repair and activate the escape pod, leaving the killing game behind. To put it simply, our goal isn't victory, it's escape. It may sound irresponsible running away from our problems like this, but the alternative is complete annihilation. Once we're back on the artificial satellite, we can get ourselves together and figure out a new course of action. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm in. Nothing wrong with slipping through the ropes and leaving the arena before they can take the belt from you. Right. We need to prioritize our lives. So long as we survive, humanity still has a chance. Thanks, guys. What about you, Kiyoshika? Are you okay with doing things this way? I know it must be frustrating to give up on avenging Kurara. Nay, if this is what you've decided, I have no objections. You're my lord and master now, Sir Takumi. I will follow you even into hell and back. The master? I've made my choice to devote my life to you, come what may. I am your servant, your faithful hound. Your word is law. A true samurai follows their lord's orders without question. If you order me to die, I'll gladly plunge a knife into my heart. You really don't have to go that far. If you order me to strip, I'll gladly bear all here and now. Please keep your clothes on. Do not be so shy, Sir Takumi. I must atone for the past somehow. The things I said, the ways I treated you, they were an insult to your honor. I need to take responsibility, and I'm prepared to suffer any humiliation to do it. I'm telling you, that's all in the past now. We're friends again, so let's just forget about it, okay? Are you sure? This is a rare chance for you to see a noble young lady's body. No strings attached.
What's the matter? Don't you want to see me naked? Huh?
Maybe in a different route, Kiyoshika. Maybe. Why are you getting so forceful about this? Well, it's not like I wouldn't like that. Hey, Takumi. Takumi? I don't believe you, Takumi. I'm so disappointed in you. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I was just... In a few short seconds, Kiyoshika had done more to damage my reputation with the girls than all my past mistakes put together. Had the sponsor sent her here to sabotage me? Okay, enough kidding around. Let's get back on topic. In terms of our immediate plans, we should start tomorrow by... Hold on, Takumi. I think we could save all that for later.
Oh.
Our alliance had just entered a glorious new era. It'd be a waste not to celebrate. Why don't we throw a party?
Huh?
A party? Now? Fostering good morale and camaraderie is part of a leader's duties too, you know? And I just so happen to have brought along a bunch of snacks for everyone. I've got drinks too. Who wants what? What? When did you guys... Sounds good to me. I'll take a protein shake energy drink... I'll take a protein shake energy drink cocktail.
Huh.
Is there any amazake? I should really allow Sir Takumi to slather me in a sticky white fluid to prove my loyalty. Phrasing, Kiyoshika, do you even think about what you're saying? I'll just have an orange juice. What would you like, Takumi? Oh, I'll have what you're having, Nozomi. Eventually everyone had a drink and we decided to make a toast. Well then, I now call on our team leader for a profound yet tasteful and totally original speech to get things started. Great. No pressure, huh? Suddenly everyone's eyes were on me. What was I supposed to say? No.
We are gathered here today to bear witness to the union of a new team.
Don't be so stiff. You sound like you're officiating at a wedding. Loosen up, Takumi. Speak from the heart. Smile like a president at a press conference. And do a double peace sign. With everyone encouraging me, I felt the tension in my shoulders start to ease up a little. I've never been good at stuff like this, but here goes. Everyone, thank you for joining the team and agreeing to follow our plan. Even if we have to sacrifice our honor and dignity for it, the Anti-Sponsor Alliance will survive. Together, I know we can make this happen. We can get back to the satellite without anyone else dying. Let's drink a toast to that goal. Here's to our survival. To our survival! So, for the first time in a long time, we let loose and enjoyed hanging out for a while. Things started off fairly quietly, like we were all getting to know each other again. But it didn't take long to descend into chaos.
So basically, they lured away a lot of big stars with fat paychecks and creative freedom clauses built into their contracts. But that meant they weren't fostering new talent, and when they actually got bought out by their competition... Hey, you listening, Takumi?
Moko? That's not Takumi. It's the wall.
Stop it, holy Jumanji sword! You can't go flashing your blade like that in front of everyone! Don't look at me like that! I've pledged myself to Sir Takumi. I must remain faithful to him. No! Don't stop! Oh my!
Why are you acting like a bunch of drunks? None of these drinks even have alcohol in them.
You can thank me for that. I added a little of this powder to our refreshments to make everyone extra happy.
This goes way beyond happy.
The party was a spur-of-the-moment thing, and it got pretty crazy toward the end, but it was still a lot of fun. All I'd ever wanted was for everyone to be comfortable around each other, to be happy. I was going to burn this scene into my memory, and I was also going to use it as a thumbnail, probably, to remind myself of what I was fighting for, what I was fighting to protect. I wouldn't let anything tear us apart again. Here comes something to tear us apart. We're running out of spaces. Day 43. This is it. Our break from the killing game is over. Today was the first day of the Invader Hunt's second round. In a lot of ways, it was going to be similar to the first round. But at the opening ceremony, we learned that one rule would be different. The second round will be extended to last 15 days instead of 10. Are there any objections? I doubt you'd care if there were. Can you at least tell us why you're changing the schedule? I don't want the executions to become too frequent, and several of you have died already. Kurara Osazuki, Hiriko Shizuhara, Shomo Genzaki. I didn't think we'd lose 3 hunters just in the first round. You killed 2 of them yourself, asshole. My point is, if the executions continue at this point, you'll be wiped out too soon. That is not my aim here. The invader hunt must continue for as long as possible. Why did they change the time frame like this, and so suddenly? Is easing up the pace really all there is to it? No use trying to figure out what the sponsor's thinking at this point. Now that it's been decided, we should just have to go with it. And don't worry, you and me are the toughest buddy duo at the academy. We'll make it through to the end of this round easy. We're buddies now, huh? Much like in the first round, Yugamu and I were working as a pair. The rest of the Alliance were exploring a different area. I would have preferred us all to stay together, but... Personally, I think we should split into 2 groups. Yugamu had proposed this idea to everyone the night before. As you know, we need to find this QB liquid stuff while also earning enough points to stay in the game. It's inefficient to have us all searching in the same place. Now that we've got more members, we should spread out a little. So how about we go in these teams tomorrow? They're basically the same as in the first round, but we can always switch people around if we need to. We'll meet up here at the end of every day and report on our progress. That sounds good to you, oh fearless leader? I got swept up in the mood last night, but are you sure about these team formations? What's the problem? Did you want me to put you with Nozomi instead? Yes? I mean, come on, I'm serious. Can the 2 of us really survive on our own? It's been 10 days since I last fought any invaders. What if I've gotten rusty and slow you down? Rusty? You? Not possible. Trust me. How can you be so sure? I told you before, didn't I? You've got talent. You're a natural-born killer. Now let's get moving. We don't want Takamaru and the others to steal our kills while we're here shooting the breeze. Yugamu began working further into the ruined town. I followed. Okay, how about we look for invaders here? We can spend the morning earning points to secure our positions. Sound good? Yeah. Once we're sure we're not at the bottom of the rankings, we can focus on finding the QB liquid. And let's get our hunt on. You remember the secret I taught you? Of course. Just detach myself and treat it like dull, mundane work. We wandered around in search of invaders. Jackpot. There's a whole swarm of them over there, Takumi. Let's sneak around and hit them with a pincer attack. We found some invaders, and we killed them. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. You might even be as good as an assassin as me now, Takumi. Your growth is so impressive it's almost frightening. Yugamu was right. I was more efficient at killing than I had been in the first round. I could feel it. I didn't get so worked up about it anymore. I'd barely broken a sweat. But was that really a good thing? This is weird, don't you think? I haven't been out on the hunt in 10 whole days. So why am I still so good at this? I keep telling you it's natural talent. Your potential defies normal logic. It makes no difference if you slack off. In the end, talent will out. It will bloom like a beautiful deadly flower. I have an aptitude for killing. That idea still bothered me, but I didn't have time to fully unpack my feelings on the matter. Kill invaders, earn points, find QB liquid. Those were my priorities right now. We continued hunting invaders for the rest of the morning. In the afternoon, we resumed our search in different ruined medical facilities. We sifted through the rubble until the sun started to go down. But in the end, we didn't find any QB liquid. We decided to head back before it got dark. We headed straight for the leisure lounge once we got back to the academy. Okay, so those 3 are at the bottom. The 3 not in the group. Oh, and there's also Darmy. Can't forget Darmy, she's number 1.
They haven't changed all that much since the last time we looked.
The points from round 1 probably carried over into this one. That's good news for us, but anyone who was already near the bottom is gonna have an even harder time catching up now.
15 days from now, someone else will die. From the look of things, it could be Ima or Kako, or who knows, it might be me. We were all going to die eventually. That was the only thing we could be sure of, so long as the invader hunt continued. We needed to escape. We had to get away from this game and all the senseless killing.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack. Well then.
The nighttime announcement played like normal. That was the signal for our next anti-sponsor alliance meeting. Everyone got together in my room like we'd agreed. Is everybody here? Okay, let's get started. I'd like each group to report on how their search went today. Although Yugamu and I don't really have anything to report. We investigated an old factory, but there was nothing there but junk and rubble.
Oh.
Cheer up, Takumi! Our group came up empty-handed too! Why would that cheer me up? We accomplish nothing! Are you quoting something again, Kiyoshika? Okay, well, even if we didn't find anything today, at least we're all in one piece. That's important too. Remember, even weak invaders can be a problem if they gang up on you, so I want you all to be careful. And if you run into a commander, don't even try to take them on. Just get out of there as fast as you can. Fighting an opponent that strong outside school grounds is only asking for trouble. For real, even Hiroko couldn't defeat one of them on her own. Say, Takumi, how many enemy commanders are still around anyway? So far as I know, just 4. We haven't fought the leaders of the squads 4, 7, 10, or 11 yet. Out of all of them, the squad 11 commander is one of the most dangerous. He's able to use auditory attacks to induce hallucinations and trap us in a dream world. A master of illusion, changing our dreams into nightmares. At least we aren't stuck on a train with her. How did you deal with that technique last time, Takumi? Kaku played some weird folk song over the school speakers to cancel out the commander's sound waves. So if the sound can't reach you, there's no hallucinations? Noise-canceling headphones should have the same effect then. We could probably mix them with the Gift-O-Matic. We can keep them on when we're outside in case we run into that commander. Good idea. We'll start collecting the materials we need for him tomorrow. Yeah, I'm in. All of us wearing the same thing will make us feel like a real team, you know? Indeed. It's like having class rings or matching t-shirts. Why don't we make them different colors, like we're a team of spandex-wearing heroes? Dibs on gold. Any champion worth her salt's gotta go for gold. Then I will take silver, as befits a cool-headed swordswoman like myself. Nah, I think pink suits you better, Kiyoshika. Just like the cotton candy clouds inside your head. Are you calling me stupid again? Or naive? Both are untrue. We stayed up late into the night discussing the designs for the headphones. Do I get to play Mario Party? We do. Okay. First order of business today is collecting the materials for the headphones. Yeah, we'll need speakers and earplugs. I think we could find those over in the residential area. Let's take a look. Okay.
We did it!
Yes!
I found a little something.
Ow.
We did it! I found a little something.
fuck. Probably should have not landed on that. Oh well. Upgraded some of my attacks.
My turn. That's it. Got it.
I'm good to go. Time for me to move. This may hurt. I can't wait. Experiment time. I'm good to go. You make a lovely
Let's go.
corpse. I can't wait. Experiment time.
I've got this. Take this.
Nice. Maybe, but we're here to find materials, not hunt invaders. Okay.
Yes.
Now we got points, I guess. Didn't even think about that. Ow. Hey, let's get the shit, sure. We're either fighting... Might as well do the hard one. I can do it. It's like super chill.
Let's do this. Yeah.
I'm good to go. Such a time for me to move. How about this? I can't wait. Experiment time.
Ready when you are.
Let's get to the killing. Ha! You time for me to move. I'm good to go. Got you covered. I can't wait. Does this do it for you? Time for me to move. This may hurt.
Yep, perfect.
Good to go. That's it.
Nice.
We did it.
Nice.
This looks like something good.
Yeah, I'm not fucking risking my life for that. Alright. Barry, let's get another plant. Alright, whatever.
Ah.
Now we have all the materials we need to make headphones for the Alliance members. In that case, let's use the rest of the day to earn some points. Nice. Alright, let's get to work. Once the search for materials was over, it was time to get back onto the hunt. Yugamu and I walked through the ruined cityscapes like usual, looking for groups of wandering invaders. Whenever we found any, we attacked before they had a chance to react. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. What is happening? I was killing even more efficiently than yesterday. My pulse hadn't gotten any faster. There wasn't a single bead of sweat on my forehead. I was acting like a seasoned assassin. But that didn't make sense. Until I came to the academy, I'd never killed anyone before. Yugamu, tell me what's going on. Why am I so good at killing all of a sudden? How many times are we gonna go over this? Talent, potential, a gift. Call it what you want, you've got it, man. Was that all there was to it? Was I really just born with a natural affinity for cold-blooded murder? It was a simple enough explanation. There was one lingering doubt that I couldn't seem to shake. You said that sometimes people are unaware of gifts like this, right? Don't get too hung up on that. I was just thinking out loud. You have a talent for killing, and our current circumstances are helping you cultivate it. What more do you need to know? More than that, I need to know the truth. The whole truth. I was doing something I could never do before, and my proficiency was improving at a rate that didn't make sense. When I thought about that, fear welled up inside me. What in the world was happening to me? Yugamu, please. If you know what's really going on here, I need you to tell me. If you've modified me or something, I won't be mad. I just want to know the truth. I owed my life to Yugamu. If it hadn't been for him, those invaders I found on the first day of the hunt would have killed me for sure. I really wouldn't mind if it turned out he'd done something to me at this point. It was not knowing that was killing me. I'm begging you, Yugamu. Tell me what's happening to me. I looked Yugamu in the eye and held his gaze. I didn't care what he said next, so long as it wasn't more lies. After a few seconds, he broke eye contact and let out an exasperated sigh. Okay. When you give me a passionate look like that, there's no way I can stay quiet about it. Yugamu. But this is your last chance to let sleeping dogs lie, Takumi. I don't think you're going to like what you hear. You might even end up hating yourself. Are you prepared for that? I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't. I've been through hell and back already. You think I can't handle a little more? Alright, I gotta respect your determination. I'll tell you all about where your talent for killing comes from, and why it's developing so fast. That was ominous, but at least it was honest. This was an honest moment between the two of us. Between Yugamu Omikage and Takumi Samino. First off, I swear by all I hold sacred that I haven't modified your body in any way. Do you believe me? Yes. If you're that serious about it, then I'll trust you. That said, your affinity for killing isn't as natural as I led you to believe. You have been modified. But not by me. You did it to yourself. What? When? Why don't I remember it? Maybe modified is misleading. If I mentioned absorption, would that ring any bells?
Yeah.
You mean this is because of absorbing cryptoglobin? You told us you came here from the future. Do you remember the first thing you did when you arrived here, on day 2 of this timeline? You killed Eito Atsuki and absorbed his cryptoglobin. Yeah, I did. That wouldn't make me change this much, would it? No, I don't think so. Normally, that is. Absorbing cryptoglobin usually won't have any special influence on someone's personality, no matter how powerful it is. But when it comes to cryptoglobin, you're a rare case. Yours isn't like the rest of ours. What are you talking about? There's nothing weird about my cryptoglobin. I beg to differ. Let me jog your memory. You killed Eito Atsuki and absorbed his cryptoglobin in your previous timeline as well, right? He was right about that. I killed Eito on day 99 my first time around. No, that's not true. It was day 95. The game's just wrong, but okay. In other words, you absorbed the same person's cryptoglobin twice, and in succession. If that's not a rare case, I don't know what is. So now, you have a double dose of Eito's cryptoglobin in you. It's twice as concentrated. As is your Eito Atsuki-ness.
Including his rare talent for killing.
I began to tremble. My breathing was ragged. Eito, of course. He was the most ruthless murderer I'd ever known. My first time here, he destroyed Sirai. Killed Hiruko, and took out Ava too, like none of their lives meant anything to him. He even killed the baby in the defense room. And I'd inherited this ability, this talent from him? The first time I saw you, I felt a kind of kinship with you. There was something inside you. Something just like me, but even more deadly. I could see it in your eyes. When you told us your story, I figured Eito must be the cause. and decided to try to develop it further. That's why I taught you how to be a better killer. Why would you do that? If you knew something so terrible was inside me, why didn't you just leave it alone? Because I knew we'd be needing a team ace. An ace? Let me tell you, when the sponsor showed up on day 25, I thought we were seriously screwed. There was no way a bunch of teenagers like us were going to get by in a world where monsters like that existed. If we were going to stand any chance of surviving, we'd need a monster of our own. Someone worthy of being called the ultimate assassin. I'd always felt like Yugamu's attitude didn't make sense. Ever since the invader hunt began, he's been weirdly supportive toward me. But now it all added up. His aim had been to bring out the Ato in me. I really am sorry I did this to you, but it was the only way. What's going to happen to me now? Odds are, you'll get even better at killing. And then what? I don't know. Cryptoglobin is already one big mystery. And your case is unique on top of that. You don't know, but you did it anyway? Does this mean I was only going to get more and more like Ato from here on? What if my whole personality got overwritten by Ato's? Could that happen? Wait, the lapses in my memory. Did Ato's cryptoglobin cause them as well? Did he somehow take over while I was blacked out? That's not out of the question. It's especially suspicious that there's such a clean cutoff between your periods of lucidity. It could be that something happened to strengthen the Ato side of you during that time. My vision started to go fuzzy. My head, too. I could barely string a coherent thought together anymore. I somehow returned to the academy after that, but didn't remember the journey. One moment I was wandering aimlessly, the next I was back. My head started to clear. It looked like I was back in my room. I was laying in my bed, staring up at the ceiling. I found myself thinking back on the day Yugamu had offered to form a team with me. This is what you wanted all this time, Yugamu? I'd never completely trusted him. I knew he had to have some hidden motive, some plan up his sleeve. But it was never me he was interested in. It was Ato. I'd never have guessed that in a million years. Any sense of normality I'd been holding on to had been torn to shreds. It had been a shock when Takamaru and the others had turned their backs on me, but that was nothing compared to what I was feeling now. Thinking about it now, though, maybe I had trusted Yugamu. Maybe that was why the truth hurt so much. It was like half of my soul had been ripped away. I felt so exhausted, so hollow. I couldn't even bring myself to sit up. I just lay there, thinking and doing nothing at all. Time passed, and before I knew it, it had gotten dark outside.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
The nighttime announcement played, and the other members of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance filed into my room. The headphones are finished. Everyone pick a color. Tsubasa revealed her latest handiwork to gasp of admiration from the others. Wow, they're so cute. Thank you, Tsubasa. These look awesome. Words aren't enough. Let me do 10,000 squats to show my appreciation. You're a masterful mechanic, Lady Tsubasa. Your talent shines brighter than diamonds. Aw, you guys are too kind. Everyone took a pair of headphones and started trying them on. Silver definitely suits me best. It even matches with the Holy Jumanji sword. I like the yellow ones. I always thought of it as a lucky color. Maybe they'll bring the Alliance luck. I'll go with black. Makes it easier to lurk in the shadows and stalk my victims. I'll take blue. That color just kind of screams cool-headed mechanic to me. Gold all the way for me. These will go great with my championship belt. The only pair left is red. I guess those ones are for me. Go on, Takumi. Put them on. See how they feel. I'm sure red will suit you. Red is a leader's color. Convention has decreed it. Everybody looked at me expectantly. They all looked so excited, so happy. I'm sorry, guys. I can't accept these. Huh? Why not? Do you not like the design? No, they look great. The problem's with me, not them. You see, there's something inside me. I told everyone what I'd learned earlier today. About how to absorb 2 doses of Ato's cryptoglobin back to back. How its influence was now making me more like him. And how in the worst case scenario, my personality might actually be replaced with his. There's something else too. I've been getting weird lapses in my memory. Saying it out loud made the fear even worse. I hated to think I had a monster like Ato inside of me. If he ever took over, there was no telling what might happen. He wouldn't hesitate to kill everyone here, though. It's like I'm possessed. Cursed. So I've decided I'm going to step down as leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. I lowered my head in a show of contrition. It wouldn't be easy being on my own again, but I couldn't risk becoming a threat to my own teammates. I tried to tell myself I was fine with it, that it was better this way, but then...
Huh.
The room suddenly erupted with laughter. It was so loud I couldn't help looking up. I'm possessed. Cursed. You actually said that with a straight face? How adorably delusional. Hey, what's so funny? This is a genuine problem.
Huh?
Yeah, guys, don't laugh at him. I mean, the whole edgelord routine was kind of ridiculous, but still. I'm sorry, I just can't hold it in. Now even you're laughing at me? Boys are so silly sometimes. Even you, Nozomi? Well, this isn't the reaction I was expecting. What's with you guys? I'm being serious here. We know you are, sweetie. That's part of what makes it so hilarious.
Oh.
You've got no reason to be scared of this curse. You overcame it and made it work for you a long time ago. I've overcome it? Of course! You have that little bit of Ato in you. You having that little bit of Ato in you has already helped you score a bunch of points in this game. You scored so much you even got that #1 prize from the sponsor. If it hadn't been for that vial of cryptoglobin, Nozomi wouldn't be here right now. You've got a new power and it allowed you to save a life. What's so cursed about that? Huh. Never thought about it that way before. It's true, though. I was only able to help Nozomi with her rejection symptoms because I'd killed so many invaders and placed high in the rankings. Whether it's a curse or a blessing is all about how you look at it. In the meantime, you just gotta keep being you, Takumi. It's nice of you to say that, but it doesn't make the problem go away. If Ato really does take over my body someday, then we'll just slap you around until you come to your senses.
That's what friends are for, right? Come on, have some faith in us.
Even if your body is consumed by the king of all curses, we'll send them back to hell in disgrace. You just couldn't resist getting another reference in there, could you? Whatever the origins of this power might be, I trust you to use it the right way, Takumi. You have a kind heart, and a strong spirit to back it up. I was dazzled by the brightness of my friend's smiles. Not so long ago, I'd felt completely alone, and now I had people who were this nice to me. It was almost too much to bear. Now that's settled, let's get back to the headphones. You don't want all our hard work to go to waste, do you? Come on, put them on. Okay. Took the headphones from Tsubasa and put them on. Red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, and black. Each member of our team now wore one of those colors. We looked at each other and nodded. That brought today's meeting to an end. The others went back to their rooms. All except one person, who made no move to leave. Aren't you going to go too, Yugamo? Yugamo stood by the wall, his eyes downcast. Do you hate me for using you like this? Hate? No. I was surprised, though. Since this killing game started, you've basically been my closest friend. But now you tell me you only wanted to bring out Ato's characteristics from inside of me. Did I never matter to you at all? No use hiding it now. I'll be completely honest with you. When we first met, I thought you were a total dud. Aside from Ato's latent properties, there was nothing special about you. No charisma, no expertise, no talent. Wow, that's pretty harsh. Back then, I thought we'd be better off without you. If there had been a way to switch your personality with Ato's, I'd have done it without a second thought. Okay, that's really harsh. I won't ask for your forgiveness. I think seeing Kurara die in such a horrible way made me a little crazy. I wanted the sponsor to pay. I wanted to make them suffer, even if it meant being less than humane in my methods. But the more time you and I spent together, I found myself feeling more affectionate toward you. Affectionate how?
Oh.
You don't always make the best choices, and you're way too hard on yourself, but for all that, you never turn away from the light. Even when your friends turned their backs on you, you kept fighting for them. Want to know what I think your crowning moment was? When you dove headlong into danger to try and save Hiriko. When I saw you do that, I was grinning from ear to ear. I thought, who even is this maniac I've gotten myself involved with?
Oh.
Before I knew it, I was rushing in to join you. I never thought of myself as a team player, until I started hanging out with you. That's right. I told Yugami to run back then, but he stayed and fought with us. We had no chance of winning, but he joined us anyway. Rest easy, Takumi. You getting taken over by Ito's personality isn't impossible, but if I know you the way I think I do, it'll never happen. You'll tame those impulses and continue to give your all to protect your friends. That's just the kind of guy Takumi Samino is.
More than anything else, I trust you to do the right thing.
With that, Yugami quickly left the room. He wasn't actually blushing, but he was giving off the same impression. He put up a happy-go-lucky front, but I guess even he got shy sometimes. They really trust me, huh? That thought had a profound effect on me. I was more determined than ever to keep my team alive. I'd repay their trust and get them all back to the artificial satellite safely. And to do that, I need to find some QB liquid, and soon. We hadn't found even a trace of any so far, but we couldn't give up yet. I'd find that liquid. I would. Definitely. Categorically, without fail. And as it turned out, the very next day, that prediction came true. Although not in the way I was expecting.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. I sat up and rubbed the sleep from my eyes. It was morning. Why was the nighttime announcement playing? Is the system on the fritz? Hoisted myself out of bed and checked the time. What? When I took a look around, I almost wondered if I was still dreaming. It was dark. According to the clock, it was well past the time the nighttime announcement usually played. What the? How? This really was the night of day 45. That would mean I'd slept through the entire day. Had I really been that tired? Or had someone done something to knock me out for the day? Just as I was wondering what the others were doing. Hey Takumi, are you feeling better? I opened the door and let Tsubasa in. For some reason, she seemed worried. Sorry about this morning. I shouldn't have forced you to help me. But you could have told me you weren't feeling well, you know? Not feeling well? Help you? I had no idea what she was talking about. So far as I knew, this was the first time I'd seen her today. Oh yeah, I've got something for you. I diluted it so we had more to go around. You should spray it on anything metal in your room, just in case. What is this? What do you mean? It's the QB liquid you gave me. QB liquid? What's the matter? You've got QB liquid already? I was starting to think we'd never find any. Why are you acting like this is the first time you're seeing it? You're the one who found it. I found it? No, that's not possible. Takumi, you're acting really weird. Tsubasa was looking at me with a mixture of confusion and concern. But then she gasped, like she'd suddenly figured something out. Did you lose part of your memory again? Seems that way. Can't remember anything that happened earlier today. What's going on, Tsubasa? Why do we have the QB liquid all of a sudden? She told me what had happened. It was bizarre hearing about things I'd done but had no memory of. Apparently I'd gone to Tsubasa's room this morning and given her the QB liquid. Obviously, she was surprised and asked me where I'd found it. But I hadn't given her a clear answer. I only said I didn't remember where exactly. Tsubasa hadn't pressed me. She was happy enough that we had the stuff we needed. After that, she'd taken me to the underground hangar, and the two of us had set to work applying the liquid to the escape pod. We'd gone over the surface of the metal thoroughly to make sure the particle bacteria never ate into it again. It didn't take us long to finish, but then you got really exhausted all of a sudden. You said, I'm going to go back to my room and take the rest of the day off. Now that the day's ending, you came to check on me. None of that had jogged any memories. It was almost like there was another me walking around, living my life without me knowing about it. Was this Ato's doing? Had what was left of him somehow taken over my body? But why would Ato go to the trouble of finding the thing we need to help us escape? Wouldn't he just go on a rampage and kill everyone? Actually, though, maybe it didn't matter why I didn't remember finding the QB liquid. Whether I remembered it or not, we had it now. That's what mattered. Tsubasa, let me get one thing straight. You said if we found the QB liquid, you'd be able to repair the escape pod, right? Does this mean you can do it now? Can you get the pod working early and get us out of here? If we could only do that, our troubles would be over. We could all escape this horrible game and go back to the satellite where things would be safe. Yeah, about that. Tsubasa looked away awkwardly. I can fix the pod, but it's going to take me at least 50 days. 50 days? So then, we'd have to survive until day 95 before we can get out of here. At that point, it barely even qualifies as escaping early anymore. We'd gotten the members of our alliance together for the daily meeting and told them the bad news. Needless to say, they were all pretty shocked. The damage is really that bad, huh? Yeah. Turns out the bacteria ate into it deeper than I was expecting. It's not just surface damage anymore. The whole thing's compromised on a structural level. I can't see it taking less than 50 days, no matter what I do. I'm sorry, I'm just not skilled enough. Aw, Tsubasa, you don't have to apologize. That's right. If we didn't have you here, we wouldn't be able to repair it at all. No one was really to blame for this. Nozomi was right about that. It was just some monumentally bad luck. Well, now that escaping early is off the table, we've got two options. We can keep participating in the invader hunt right up to day 95. Or we can come up with a new plan to defeat the sponsor and end the game. The same choice I'd try to avoid with this escape pod plan. You're up, team leader. What course is the Alliance going to take from here on? Naturally, the right and responsibility to make the choice fell to me. I couldn't waste time. I had to step up and give my teammates direction. Participating in the hunt is out of the question. The killing game keeps going all the way to day 95. People will die. Not just from the other team, but this one as well. Right. There's no telling when one of us could end up in last place, or run into a commander outside the school. That's why I can't let the invader hunt continue. But in order to end it, we'll have to take out the sponsor for good this time. Yeah, and that's not going to be easy. It was bad enough when there was only one of them, but their having multiple bodies is definitely going to complicate things. I wonder how many there are in all. If we leave even one alive, it'll scuttle off and create more. They're like cockroaches. We'd overcome a lot of crazy stuff here at the Academy, but in fighting an enemy like the sponsor, we might have finally met our match. Everybody looked completely shell-shocked. The truth must have dawned on them too. How could we possibly deal with a situation as hopeless as this? But then...
I think I know a way to kill the sponsor.
Yugamu spoke up, offering us a light in the dark. Yugamu? What was that? Yeah, we can kill the sponsor. All of them. You're not kidding around, right? This is for realsies? Really, for real? For real, for real. Truth is, there's an idea I've been sitting on for a while now. It was only really a vague notion until Shoma got executed. That's when I realized it could actually work. This method will kill the sponsor once and for all. You're that sure of it? Why didn't you say anything until now? The method I'm thinking of kinda goes against my principles. I'd have preferred not to use it given the chance. But it looks like my preferences are going to have to take a backseat. Guess that's what I get. Quit philosophizing, just tell us what we need to do. You're gonna break out some finisher no one's ever seen before? Or summon a barrier that enhances your innate techniques to their utmost level? And once the sponsor gets drawn into your domain, You'll release everything you've got in one lethal attack! Kiyoshika, maybe go sit quietly while we're talking about this? Tell us, Yugamu. It's gonna be our big chance to avenge Kurara. I have an idea of how you could do it, but, like, it's really bad. It would require a sacrifice. Like, poisoned hemo animal, right? That's what I'm thinking. With the fucking thing he made from the previous timeline. We all waited with bated breath to hear Yugamu's idea. Surefire way to destroy the sponsor. What could it be? But when he finally did speak up.
Sorry, guys. I'm keeping this one under my hat.
What? Why? This is no time to play coy, Yugamu.
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I'm just exercising due caution. The element of surprise is essential to this plan. If the sponsor gets wind of it ahead of time, it'll all be for nothing. So you think one of us is going to leak information to them? Not intentionally, no. But you can't deny that when it comes to keeping secrets, some of us are more cautious than others. Oro? Why is everyone looking at me all of a sudden? Maybe he was right. Maybe some of us were better off not knowing. This means you'll have to do it all on your own. Are you sure you can handle it? You know how powerful the sponsor is. They're only getting stronger now that they've absorbed Kurara and Shoma's cryptoglobin. That's exactly why I know we can win. It is? The sponsor absorbs cryptoglobin to get stronger. That's the key to our victory. Chaos holds power over us because it's unknowable. The more we learn about something, the more that power is diminished. The sponsor is going down. You can depend on it. Trust me. If this was anyone else, I might have my doubts. But Yugamu's an assassin. If there's one thing he knows about, it's killing. Alright, I trust you. It's all on you now, Yugamu. This was the third time the Anti-Sponsor Alliance had switched to a new goal. With Yugamu handling the plan to kill the sponsor, it only left one thing for the rest of us to do. Invader Hunt Round 2, Day 4. I headed out beyond school grounds to earn points like usual. Today, though, I wasn't hunting with Yugamu. Thanks for pairing up with me today, Takumi. I'll try not to slow you down. Instead, I had Tsubasa as my partner. I'll show you I can be just as efficient a hunter as anyone. Bleh! I appreciate it, but don't push yourself too hard. I'll be the one doing most of the hunting. You just focus on backing me up. That way you'll get a decent amount of points, but only a fraction of the work. Our focus today was exploiting the point distribution system to bolster Tsubasa's rank. We couldn't afford to let her fall into last place. We're leaving the entire plan to kill the sponsor in your hands, Yugamu. You don't have to tell any of us what it is. But can you at least tell us how much time you need to get it ready? Not very long, although it's unlikely I'll be able to enact it before the end of the second round. The sponsor will be in the ground before the start of the round 3. I can promise you that much. So if we can just avoid being executed at the end of this round, we'll be able to end the invader hunt and prevent any more deaths? That's about the size of it. Basically, all you guys need to worry about is not ending up in last place. Takumi and I will do everything we can to help out, obviously. But the real problem is you, Tsubasa. Right now, you're 8th out of 10. That's pretty near the bottom. Yeah, things aren't looking good for me, huh? I'm still not used to fighting outside the school, so I've barely been able to hunt any enemies. In that case, we'll have to get you some support points without you killing invaders directly. We'd found out there was a secret to the Invader Hunt's point system. Even hunters that didn't actually kill invaders could still earn points by supporting their allies in battle. I have a suggestion if you're interested. Starting tomorrow, why don't you take my place and go out hunting with Takumi, Tsubasa? Huh? Me and Takumi? He's the top hunter in the whole alliance. You'll probably earn a ton of points just from being around him. If that's okay with you, Takumi. I don't mind, but what are you going to do, Yugamu? I'll be taking a break from hunting for a while. If you want me, I'll be holed up in the escape pod hangar, working on the plan. As much as it pains me to relinquish my position as your hunting buddy, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Look there, Tsubasa. A big group of invaders. Surprise attacks are effective in situations like this, so we'll sneak up on them quietly. Right, sneaking quietly. How do you walk without making too much noise again? Bleh! She seems pretty nervous. Then again, she's always been the type to get stressed out easily. Are you scared? It's okay. Just close your eyes and stay next to me. Here, give me your hand. Okay. Held Tsubasa's hand as we snuck closer to the invaders. And then we struck. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Nice. Seems like I'm in pretty good form today. If I kept mowing down invaders like this, Tsubasa was bound to get some of the points I earned. Wow, Takumi, you're amazing. I knew you were strong, but that was something else. You were all swish, swish, swish. Just a little something Yugamu taught me. The double dose of Aito's cryptoglobin helps too. But still, you were awesome. So strong, so manly.
It seems like only yesterday you were an awkward little half pint. Pretty soon you'll be all grown up.
What are you, my mom? Also half pint? Really? Let's get moving. Can't waste time talking when there's invaders to hunt. Started walking again, pulling Tsubasa along behind me. We needed to make every kill count. Sheesh, what's with the alpha male act all of a sudden? Being so forceful with a girl. Don't get too big for your Takumi-sized boots. I ignored Tsubasa's grumbling and let it fade into the background. I didn't have time to be delicate with her right now. We spent the rest of that day walking around the ruins hunting invaders. We killed a lot of them. Alright, that should do it for today. You should be safe from falling to last place now, Tsubasa. Great. Thanks for this, Takumi. Can't believe we took out this many invaders just in one day. I say we, but really all I did was watch. Don't sweat it. It's a leader's job to help out his allies when they're in trouble. I'm glad we have a dependable leader like you around. You're really growing into the role. It's weird though. I never imagined I'd be spending time with you like this, just the two of us. Not after I alienated you like everyone else did at the start of the game. Tsubasa's expression suddenly clouded over, like she was about to cry. I'm really sorry for back then. You're such a great guy and we treated you like trash. Every time you do something nice for me, I get reminded of that. You're too good to me. Forget about it. It's all in the past. It made sense at the time. Maybe, but... anything. I think it's a good thing that you all alienated me back then. Huh? A good thing? Why? Made me appreciate just how much of a difference having someone on your side could make. Now that people have decided to stand by me, I'm more determined than ever to keep them safe.
That includes you too, Tsubasa. I'll protect you. For all the rest of our lives.
The rest of our lives? Yes, I'll always be here for you. That's great and all, but when you put it like that, it almost sounds like... Tsubasa? Hey, what's wrong? Are you not feeling well? Oh jeez, Takumi, you big dummy!
I look away for a minute and suddenly you turn into a total Casanova. Where did I go wrong?
Why do you keep talking about me like I'm some wayward soul? Whatever. That's all for today. I'm going back to the school.
Yeah.
Hey, don't run off by yourself. It's not safe. I ran after Tsubasa as she stormed her way back to Last Defense Academy. Feeling a little winded after the journey, we went straight to the leisure lounge. Once there, we checked the rankings.
Nice! I went up a place. What a relief. And I owe it all to you, Takumi.
Don't get comfy yet. It won't take much for Takimaru and the others to overtake you. We'll have to keep it up and get you some more points tomorrow.
I had to keep the members of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance out of last place. As their leader, that was my responsibility. Of course, that also meant we'd be forcing someone from Takamaru's team into last place instead. Try not to think about that side of things too much. I wasn't some omnipotent savior. No matter what I did, I couldn't save everyone. Having checked on the rankings, Tsubasa and I went back to our rooms to rest. Then, when night fell...
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
After the announcement played, everyone from the Alliance got together in my room.
Hey!
You helped Tsubasa go up a rank in just one day? Nice going, Takumi!
Huh.
The way you fight to protect Lady Tsubasa is truly inspiring.
Huh.
You're like a stone-cold professional killer. I don't know about stone-cold, but I agree with the professional part. You were swinging your sword practically at the speed of light. Come on, guys. I'm just doing what any decent leader would. I don't know how to deal with everyone being so nice to me. This cheery atmosphere is going to take some getting used to. Anyway, enough about me. How's your progress, Yugamu? Is your plan to take down the sponsor still going smoothly? Yugamu had spent the whole day in the escape pod hangar working on the method he thought up to kill our invincible adversary. The exact details were still a secret, of course. None of us had any idea what this method was. Yep, no problems here. Everything's going according to plan. When I spring my little trap, the sponsor will die. No ifs, ands, or buts. The sponsor would die. That was a reassuring thought. But how exactly are you going to kill the sponsor, Sir Yugamu? I've been so curious I can barely eat. We're all allies here. Can't you tell me what this ingenious plan of yours is? Just a hint will do. Just a teensy-weensy little hint of a hint? Knock it off, Kiyoshika. Yugamu's in charge of killing the sponsor. That includes whether or not he wants to keep it a secret. If my lord commands it, I suppose I have no choice but to back down. Carry out this plan however you want, Yugamu. We're putting all our trust in you. Thanks. I won't let you down. Soon enough, you'll be sitting up and begging me to thank me for my efforts. Sit up and beg? What are we, your pets? I could only hope it was a good sign that Yugamu felt comfortable enough to joke around. If we could all survive to the end of this round and end the killing game, our futures would be a whole lot brighter. Once the sponsor's gone, it only leaves the invaders to deal with. Indeed, we need only defend the school until day 100, and our victory will be complete. After the invader hunt, defensive battles are going to be a breeze. I'll take on any and all challengers that come our way. I think so too. The sponsor's the only real threat to us right now. If we can just take them out of the picture, we'll have basically already won. Victory, ending the war, winning the war. The idea was so exciting, it was intoxicating. Just a little more. One final push and it would all be over. No more going out hunting to earn points. No more sponsor lording their power over us. Peaceful days like that were just around the corner. However, the hope we felt in that moment blinded us to the truth. Whenever life appeared to hand us a victory, there were always strings attached. When things seemed to be going well, we needed to be more careful than ever. The anti-sponsor alliance had forgotten it, but we'd receive a cruel reminder the very next day. I choked wordlessly, unable to comprehend the scene playing out in front of me.
Nozomi!
Nozomi on the ground, covered in blood. My other friends barely standing, ragged from exhaustion. And in the middle of all this carnage, the one responsible for it. I recognized that monstrous form.
Squad 10 Commander!
Why do we have to run into him now, of all times? We could have just made it through the second round, everything would have been fine. So why? Why now?
What is the commander even doing here?
This morning, Tsubasa and I went out hunting like the day before. Wanted to keep earning points for her just in case. For the first few hours, everything had gone well. We killed a ton of invaders. Just before noon, we switched gears and headed to a meetup with the other Alliance members. We'd all decided to have a picnic lunch together. The two of us made our way to the rendezvous point, feeling pretty good about everything. But when we got there, it wasn't a nice laid-back picnic that greeted us. It was this. The commander must have attacked Moko and the others while they were out on the hunt. A battle had ensued. Nozomi was wounded, and I guess that's when we showed up.
Damn it! How dare you do this to my friends?
The full implications of the situation were becoming clear to me. If I didn't do something quick, they would all die, and there'd be no bringing them back. But before that... Tsubasa, get out of here! Go back to the academy! The whole reason I was hunting with Tsubasa was that she wasn't used to fighting outside school grounds. I couldn't let her take on a commander. I just have to cover her until she could safely escape. Or so I thought. No, I won't run away this time. Tsubasa? I ran when Hiroko and Darumi needed help. I ignored them and left them to die. She must be talking about that time we ran into the Squad 3 commander. I jumped in to help Hiroko and Darumi back then, but Tsubasa was too scared. Scared of dying.
What?
Don't dwell on the past, just go! No, I won't. Not this time. I'm not running away anymore.
Yeah.
Tsubasa, wait, you can't charge in on your own. She wouldn't listen. She was already running full speed into the fray. There was no time to stand around and talk. Our battle against the Squad 10 commander had begun. Whew. Everyone low? Everyone, are you okay? Takumi, am I glad to see you? Sir Takumi, Lady Nozomi, she's been grievously injured. She's still breathing, but she won't last much longer. She's going to die. Calm down, Kiyoshika. We need to do something about the commander before we can help her. Oko, what happened here? The commander's not all that strong, but whenever we beat him, he comes right back. We have to fight him over and over again. During one of those battles, Nozomi went down for the count. I was afraid of that. This commander has the power to control time. The little attacks won't cut it against him. He can just turn back the clock and make it like his injuries never happened. Then how the heck are we supposed to beat him? We have to all attack at once and inflict more damage than he can handle. Let's do this, guys. Don't give him a chance to recover. Alright. Armor +2 when hit by an enemy, huh?
Here we go.
Where's Yugam? Yugam is just not on the team anymore, I forgot. Okay, let's do this.
Here. Let's do this. Take that! All right, ready when you are.
2 arms! You've left yourself open!
Just ring that bell.
I'm good whenever. Out of the way!
Let us begin. Banzai! I've got... Leave it to me.
It's my turn. Bring it on. Tag me in. Smash.
Once more.
It's my turn.
Onward. Two arms! You've left yourself open! My apologies.
Say when. Here we go. Not bad. I've got this. Ha! Let's go. Ha! Good to go. That's it. Got it.
Bring it on!
Leave it to me.
Let us begin.
It's my turn! I'm not
This
down
is a
for the count
predicament.
yet! Whew, not yet! And stay down!
Don't leave me behind! Yeah!
Okay. Sure. Darn it, we almost had him that time. The fiend has recovered again. At this rate, the battle will never end. Don't give up, guys. We'll get him this time. Everyone take a deep breath and go! Is there a way I can actually...
Let's do this. Take that.
Tag me in! Huh. Pulverize him!
Leave it to me. You've left yourself open!
I'm good whenever. Watch out. I'm taking the wheel. Let's roll. We did it! Ready when you are. Don't try to stop me.
Ow.
Let's do that over.
Two arms! Hiya! Onward! Nin! Let us begin. Flash! Leave it to me. You've left yourself open! I've got you!
Let's go. My turn. One last strike.
You're gonna let me kill it? No? Fuck me then. Not again. We were so close. If we don't finish him soon, Nozomi really is gonna die. Seize the slinking away, coward. Stand and fight us. What are we going to do? We fight and fight, but the commander's still not going down. Nozomi's at her limit. We need to get back to her to the We need to get her back to the school before it's too late. Just then,
I'll take this guy on alone.
Moko stepped forward, proposing a plan that was completely insane. You guys go on ahead. I'll do what I can to slow him down. The way I see it, there's no other way to save Nozomi but this. You want us to leave you behind? We can't do that. Sir Takumi is right, Lady Moko. We could never abandon a comrade to die. Don't be hasty, alright? If we beat him with our next attack, we still have time to... Shut the hell up, all of ya! Moko shouted so loud it felt like she was making the ground shake with her voice alone. Listen, guys, the day Kurara died, I stood at her grave and I made her a promise. I promised to protect the girls, to make sure not a single one of them died. If Nozomi dies on my watch, Kurara will never forgive me.
So let me do this. Let me protect my friend.
If one person stayed to distract the commander, the rest of us could escape and get Nozomi back to safety. That much was true. But could I really do this to Moko? Could I sacrifice one of our own? Leave Moko here and take Nozomi back to the school, or stay here and all fight the commander together. As the Alliance's leader, that was the choice I needed to make. Huh. If I leave Moko behind, she's gonna die. And I don't even know if we can save Nozomi. No, I mean, if I helped Hiriko, I have to help Moko. No. You can't expect us to agree to that. Forsooth, Lady Moko. It's all for one and one for all. Don't be a pig-headed numbskull, Takumi. You just don't get it. I told you I made a promise to Kurara. I promised her I'd protect the girls. But you're a girl, too. Actually, that doesn't matter. It's my duty to protect every member of the Alliance. But that means Nozomi will... How about we continue this conversation after we beat the commander? Our grueling battle against the Squad 10 commander raged on. Whenever we backed him into a corner, he would slip away, recover, and the whole process began all over again. His ability to turn back time made the battle drag on, but after a long while, we unleashed a concentrated attack on him, and at long last, we brought the Squad 10 commander down once and for all. Nozomi! Nozomi! Since the commander had fallen, we rushed over to Nozomi to check on her. When we got there, we were relieved to find she was still breathing. If we took her back to the school and treated her right away, she could still be saved. Don't die on us, Nozomi. We ran back to the academy as quickly as we could, carrying Nozomi the whole way. Don't die, Nozomi! Hold on just a little longer. As I ran, I prayed hard for Nozomi to survive this. I didn't want to see yet another friend dying on me, especially not Nozomi. I came all the way back to prevent her death in the first place. All that would be for nothing if she died now. Once we get back, I'll grab Yugamu and get him to treat Nozomi's injuries. He's so familiar with the human body, this shouldn't be a problem for him. Kept going through the steps I'd taken in my mind as I ran with all my might. Hey guys, was the school always so far away? We've been running for a while now, but we still couldn't see the wall of fire. Not even a single flame. The huge wall had been a major landmark. It wasn't the kind of thing we could just miss.
Ah!
That's really strange. We're definitely not lost, so... Mayhaps we've been shrunk? Anyways, this is the right direction, so let's just keep going. All of us clearly felt this was an ill omen. Nevertheless, we kept running in the direction where the school should be. When we finally arrived, an astonishing sight greeted us. Huh? We could barely recognize the school.
What happened here?
Why has the school been destroyed?
Are you sure this is Last Defense Academy? We didn't take a wrong turn somewhere?
Found it hard to believe this was really our school, too. But it was. It was practically in ruins, but there was no mistaking it.
I understand now. The Squad 10 commander was merely a decoy.
A decoy?
He was there to draw out and hold back the majority of the Special Defense Unit's fighters. Then other commanders would be free to destroy the academy while we were occupied. A two-pronged offensive to conquer an enemy stronghold. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Now it made sense why that commander fought so inefficiently and kept dragging the battle out. He was trying to buy the other commanders time to launch their attack, and had fallen for the enemy's gambit, leaving the school poorly defended. That, in turn, had led to its destruction. Shortly after we arrived back, Nozomi died from her injuries. Now that we'd lost our base, we didn't even have anywhere to erect a tombstone for her. All we could do was wander around the town ruins for the rest of our lives. Okay, I finally got an ending. Clearly I was not supposed to save Moko there. Okay, now we can see Squad Commander. Let's see if there's any English voice acted. Nope. Looks like they're just reused from the main cast. Okay. Alright. $90. Killing game route, the Academy falls. Alright. Well, we got an ending. I guess we saved there. Okay. Okay, well, let's go back to the before the decision, I guess.
Damn it!
Okay. Do I have to do the fight again? If you've completed an identical battle in the previous route, you can skip the fight and simply watch the event play out. Thank goodness. Yes. Not again. We were so close. If we don't finish him soon, Nozomi really is gonna die. Seize the slinking away, coward! Stand and fight us! What are we going to do? We fight and fight, but the commander's still not going down. Nozomi's at her limit. We need to get her back to the school before it's too late. Just then,
I'll take this guy on alone.
Moko stepped forward, proposing a plan that was completely insane. You guys go on ahead. I'll do what I can to slow him down. The way I see it, there's no other way to save Nozomi but this. You want us to leave you behind? We can't do that. Sir Takumi is right, Lady Moko. We could never abandon a comrade to die. Don't be hasty, alright? If we beat him with our next attack, we'll still have time to... Shut the hell up, all of ya! Moko shouted so loud it felt like she was making the ground shake with her voice alone. Listen, guys, the day Kurara died, I stood at her grave and I made her a promise. I promised to protect the girls, to make sure not a single one of them died. If Nozomi dies on my watch, Kurara will never forgive me.
So let me do this. Let me protect my friend.
If one person stayed to distract the commander, the rest of us could escape and get Nozomi back to safety. That much was true. Could I really do this to Moko? Could I sacrifice one of our own? Leave Moko here and take Nozomi back to the school? Or stay here and all fight the commander together? As the Alliance's leader, that was the choice I needed to make. Alright. See ya later, Moko. Peace out, Girl Scout. Moko, please cover us while we bring Nozomi back. No, Takumi, you can't seriously be thinking about leaving Moko behind. Thank you, Takumi. Now I can finally keep my promise to Kurara. I refuse to accept this, Lady Moko. There is no sweetness in this parting, only sorrow. Never, I will never leave you behind. In fact, I shall be staying behind with... Chop! Gah! Lady Moko, why? I caught Kiyoshika's body as she fell forward, knocked unconscious by Moko. My cutie pies are in your hands now, Takumi. I know you've got what it takes to keep Nozomi and Kiyoshika safe.
Because that's just what great team leaders do.
Moko encouraged me with the brightest smile on her face. A smile that had been the source of my strength countless times before. Moko, I don't know how I can repay. Right. Time for all of you to exit the ring. The other guy's about to fly in for a second round any moment now. Tsubasa, be a darling and send everyone back, alright? Love you, honey! Yeah. See you later, Moko. Moko tossed her golden headphones over to us. She must have meant for us to hold on to them as a keepsake. We loaded the unconscious Nozomi and Kiyoshika into Tsubasa's vehicle and drove off without delay. As we pulled away, I looked back to see how Moko was faring.
Feast your eyes upon Moko Majiro, the apocalyptic maiden of destruction, and her iron defense of a lifetime! You'll be crossing this line over my dead body. Get ready for the match of your life, Commander!
Moko was standing in the way of the commander, determined to buy us enough time to escape. I burned the sight of that stirring scene into my mind so that I would never forget it. After rushing back to school, we called Yugamu out from the underground hangar, and then... Yugamu quickly took the lead and directed us on how to save Nozomi's life. Tsubasa, grab as many packs of saline and antibiotics as you can from the infirmary. Now! Right. Takumi, use antiseptic to sterilize the room, then cover everything in sterile sheets. Alright. I'll start suturing the wounds. Man, this would have been much easier if we could just toss her into the revive-o-matic. He began treating Nozomi's wounds with practiced ease, using his assassination skills to heal instead of kill. Relax, the wounds are not as deep as they seem. Her internal organs are fine. None of her injuries are fatal. So she's gonna live? The thing is, she's lost a lot of blood. A transfusion would undoubtedly save her life, but we don't have any packs of blood on hand. Not that transfusing ordinary blood has any curative effect on us. Just as I was processing what Yugamu just told me.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops, prepare for battle immediately.
Invaders at a time like this? Those sadistic cretins are clearly out to torture us. No, wait. On the other hand, they've just shown a ray of light on this deadly hellscape we're in. What ray of light? We need to focus on treating Nozomi. We don't have time to take on invaders too. Because we now have a chance to get our hands on what we need to help her. By spilling some commander blood. What we need. Oh, you mean... After defeating a commander, the top 3 hunters on the leaderboard will receive the cryptoglobin-filled syringe as reward. Yugamu and I were in 2nd and 3rd place respectively, so we would have 2 syringes. We'd be able to use those syringes on Nozomi to replenish her lost cryptoglobin. With that in mind, we stopped treating Nozomi, shook Yoshiko awake, and headed to the war room to prepare for battle. Is this everyone? Where are Takamaru and the others? This is no time for us to be divided. Those people are frolicking around in dreamland, dead to the waking world. Sponsor, what are you doing here? You're not trying to interfere with the battle, I hope? Sponsor ignored her questions, choosing to stare intently at the war room monitor instead. This commander appears to be a skilled illusionist. They create illusions by blasting superpowered music through a sound truck that confuses all who hear it. Sound-based illusions? That has to be the Squad 11 commander Takumi was talking about the other day. We're fine since we have our noise-canceling headphones, but... Takamaru and the others took the full brunt of the attack and are wandering around in a dream world right now, aren't they? Wait, that doesn't explain why Darami's alright. She hasn't done anything to block out the sound. He was right. Darami didn't seem affected at all. My head's a little fuzzy and I'm seeing things I know aren't real. But other than that, everything's great. You can't make someone already stonered and stoned even stonier. It's crazy as always. That's Darami for you. Albeit her brand of insanity was strangely comforting for the situation we were facing at the moment. I fail to see why you all seem so upbeat when the enemy is rapidly advancing on the academy even as you speak. Look at the monitor. Cripes, the enemy is under attack. The academy is under attack. Oh no, 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 no. We have to get out there and fight now. Indeed. This is hardly the time or place to get totally wiped out. You're still needed for some stuff I have in mind, understand?
Now, go out there and show everyone your pride as hunters.
Stop acting like you're in charge. We'll protect the school for our own reasons. Let's do this, guys. Just these 5. Okay. Moko's probably dead as fuck. They're dropping like flies, man. What the hell? Destroy all sources of sound. Okay. So. Okay. So I mean.
2 arms!
It's worth going 2 for here.
Yeah!
Well, these are all. Well, this guy's a 2. This guy's a 2. 4 at 1.
Onward! You've left yourself open! I'm burnt out!
I can... 3 Yugamus is enough. What? I don't... How do I zoom out? Help. Right click trick. Okay, yeah.
Let's go.
I can't wait. Experiment time. Time for me to move. This may hurt. Let's get to the killing. How about this?
Okay.
All the sound trucks have been destroyed.
Aw, the illusions are gone! I'm already starting to miss them.
Maybe miss them after we take out the commander headed this way?
I fucking hate that I have to do this fucking... Thank God it shows us, it looks like. The ones that have health. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Here we go!
Let's get some...
Stay away!
Leave it to me. Flash! I've got you!
Let's do it to it! Let's go! Let's do it to it! This'll be perfect! Here we go! Take that! Seriously depressing. Get back! Bye-bye! It's killing game time! Drop dead!
Nice.
Okay, your turn now.
Okay. Now this side.
Good to go. Let's go.
I'm
I can't wait.
Ha!
I'm good to go.
Ready when you are. Watch out! Get into it!
Ouch. 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 I'm not really worried about this side anymore. Spouse's gotta come over here and help
Two
out.
arms! Yeah! Let us begin. You've left yourself open!
Time for me to move. I can't wait. Time for me to move.
Leave it to me. Nen Nen!
Away I go! Let move you!
I'm exhausted.
Wait! Ow!
Set everyone with the move down. Alright.
I'm good whenever. I'll protect
Thank you.
I'm taking the wheel. Shifting gears.
Thanks. I've got this.
One last strike!
Take care of the rest.
I'm good to go. Stings, doesn't it? I can't wait.
I do not care about these goons in the slightest.
Locked and loaded. Out of the way.
Stay away from the base, fuckers.
Get into it.
Yeah, these guys, whatever, who cares?
Let us begin. You've left yourself open!
Let's do it to it.
Could she always do this? Am I stupid? I think she could.
Fine. I'll end it all here! Boring.
Boring.
Onward. Nen! I can't stop now. Don't leave me behind. Flash!
22.
I mustn't submit.
No. Not worth it. Just gotta wait out a turn, I think.
Get into it!
Okay, you're still there. It's not what I wanted.
Can't stop now. This is a trifle. Banzai! Ah! Don't leave me behind. Flash!
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Can I get to her? No, I can't.
I can't stop now.
I don't think she can hit me diagonally.
Nen!
Okay.
I'm taking the wheel. I'll protect you.
You have my thanks. This is a trifle. Behold my warrior spirit! The way of the samurai inevitably leads to death.
I'm good whenever.
Nice. They call me the gamer.
Let's ride. Sorry, everyone.
That was wave 2 of 3 though, so
I'm here once more.
I think that was played pretty well, all things considered.
I am Newgate, the paragon of charity. Oh, I was too late. You must have suffered so, you poor thing. Oh, I wish I could do it all over again. Once again, from the beginning.
Thank you, Newgate. Now my performance can continue.
Alas, every time I step onto the battlefield, I am filled with nothing but the deepest regret.
And now presents our special show of Love and Destiny, sure to put a smile on our faces!
Well, shit.
To battle!
commander who can reverse time. He chased us all the way here?
Does that mean Moko's been?
The commander who wounded Nozomi and killed Moko.
Let us slay this accursed commander to avenge our fallen Lady Moko and appease her spirit.
Wow! Hate is in the air today, and I am all for it! This is my specialty! A show especially for you! Hi-ya! Here I go!
The school's crumbling.
When did they breach the walls?
Take a chill pill, everyone. It's all just an illusion.
What? That's a shame. I feel a lot chiller when I'm surrounded by death and destruction.
Most of the illusions can't harm us, so just ignore them and focus on taking out New Gang first.
Okay. Well, shit. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's got 31.
Here we go.
Nine, huh?
I'm taking the wheel. Let's roll. I'm good whenever. Let's go!
If she could do this the whole time, I'm so stupid. Oh well.
Take that!
That's my fault.
Don't bother me! Totally wrecked! It's killing game time! Let's go!
Focus on what the fuck's going on over here.
Good to go.
How many things can I get in? Get those two in.
I've got this.
I think it's worth it.
One last strike!
Whatever. Okay.
Here we go!
So that means I can go.
Seriously depressing. Go away! Okay, your turn now.
These or whatever.
2 arms! Flash!
Leave it to me.
You've left yourself open! Onward! Banzai! 2 arms!
try to stop me. Oh, there we go!
Sure.
Get into it! I can barely move.
How about this?
Okay.
Onwards. Nen! Leave it to me. Banzai! I've got you!
I'm good to go. Does this do it for you? I can't wait. How about this?
I'm good whenever. Shifting gears.
Thank you. Let's get to the killing. This hurts. I'm good to go. I'll kill them all! I'm dead tired.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
I'm exhausted. Stubborn, aren't they?
Ready when you are. I'm good whenever. Are you okay?
I owe you.
Locked and loaded. Shifting gears.
Thanks. Let's go. Yeah! Got it. Ready when you
Easy.
are. Take that.
Nope.
Let's
I'm
do
not done.
this.
Die, bastard.
One last strike.
Just one more time.
Take care of the rest.
Get into it.
I'm not finished yet.
I'm good whenever.
Army, you can stay back there. It's fine.
I'll protect
I'm
you.
indebted to you.
Locked and loaded.
Onwards.
I won't give in.
Take this.
I'm not finished yet. I never thought they'd be this good. I'm not going down alone. An excellent display.
What? Sex?
I'm good whenever. Let's do it to it! I totally gotcha! Let's go!
Yeah, give me my fucking...
Hi-ya! Fine. Get back! Boring.
Oh, that stuns me. Oops. Forgot
Leave
about
it to me.
that. Okay. Well, I guess she's just gonna sit there then. Forgot that stuns you. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe jump over, please?
I'm good whenever. Brace for impact.
Did my engine die? Leave it to me.
My turn! Takes more than that. Good to go.
2 arms! I'll protect you. Onward.
My turn!
Let us begin. Nen! 2 arms! Hiya!
Let's go. One last strike!
Onward. This is my true power!
Nice.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Back to the front line.
School is back to normal. The illusion was gone, which meant we had defeated the enemies for good this time. Those tricky commanders.
The enemy commanders have been put to rest.
Moko, we've avenged your death.
New Gank is finally defeated.
We couldn't have taken out 2 commanders at once if Moko hadn't sacrificed herself. She deserves full credit for this. Unfortunately, her rejoicing was soon cut short.
Well done taking out those formidable enemies, my Special Defense Unit hunters. I praise you for distinguishing yourselves in battle.
The sponsor's sudden appearance out of thin air dampened our celebratory mood.
Allow me to process the commanders that you've defeated. Every last drop of cryptoglobin shall be drained and concentrated.
They signaled toward the sky in the very next moment. A swarm of bees that had been hovering above us made a beeline for the fallen commanders. They sucked them completely dry out of cryptoglobin.
As usual, the top 3 hunters on the leaderboard will receive a cryptoglobin-filled syringe as reward. That means Darumi, Takumi, and Ugamu. Be thankful.
The sponsor gave out cryptoglobin vials to the top hunters like we had anticipated. Now we could save Nozomi. Nice. After the battle, we rushed back to Nozomi's room. Once there, we ejected her with the commander's cryptoglobin without delay. The concentrated blood of 2 commanders took effect immediately. Look, everyone. Nozomi's regaining color in her face. Her wounds are starting to scab over. I had no idea we could use concentrated cryptoglobin as an analeptic, too. The deathly pale Nozomi slowly but surely became healthier right in front of our eyes. Alright. I think now is as good of a spot to end off, I guess. Well, that was fun. Moko's dead. Shoma's dead, but you know, the character's done, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like super chill. Like Moko, she was dead last time anyway. This don't change nothing. Shoma. Shoma. But yeah. We finally found an ending too. I guess that's what the clear means on the save file. I'm sure we've missed some endings in this route. We've just been picking the right choices up until this point, so maybe we'll go back and look at them, but man, this shit's going on, huh? This shit is going on. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye!